Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video on my updated favorite Korean skincare products. If you're new to Korean skincare or if you're wanting to find something new, this is the video for you. I'm going to break it down by category, so if there's a specific thing you're looking for, maybe you're looking for a Korean made sunscreen, eye cream, face mask, you name it, serum, toner, whatever you're looking for, I have a recommendation for you. So I will have everything listed in the order that I talk about it, as well as linked for easy reference so you guys can check it out in the description box. I have dry, sensitive, aging skin. My skin is pretty normal otherwise. For sunscreen, I have a bunch here. I'm gonna let you know my favorites and whose skin type I feel like these would be best for, just so that it's not so overwhelming. I do want to kind of narrow it down to one product if I can in this video. I just recently ran out of my birch juice one. This, in terms of texture and how lightweight it is, would be my #1 recommendation. For long wear, this says it's a 10-hour wear, which I've never heard for sunscreen. This one is my current favorite. It's Purito, and I feel like this is best for the warmer months. So going into the warmer season, I would highly recommend picking up the Purito one. This is a brand new one because I ran out of my old favorite, which was my Round Lad Birch Juice, and I repurchased the Purito. I have a brand new bottle to go for the summer. I'm almost done my Tacobo, which I feel like is really good for underneath makeup, though I feel like the texture of this one, some people might not like as much because it does have a slip to it. If you're looking for something underneath makeup, I feel like this is a really nice option. And all these sunscreens have no white cast, and they're all SPF 50 with PA++++. High protection sunscreens for the face. A recent favorite of mine is the one from Delba. You can get Delba on Amazon, but majority of these products I get from Stylevanna, which I do have a coupon code with them. It's ShopCheryl. I always have that code. ShopCheryl will save you money on your order if you decide to purchase. The Delba, though, you get from Amazon, and this one's really nice also for underneath makeup. This one, the texture, I feel like more people would like more. So now that I've used the Delba, I would probably recommend it over the Tacobo, even though I'll still be repurchasing this one because I really like it. I'm almost done this one, but this one definitely, I think a lot of people would like it more because it's a little bit more hydrating and thinner. This one is new to me, but if you're looking for a sunscreen that has a brightening effect, this almost has a peachy yellow undertone, which I feel is brightening on my skin. It's from Medicube, but I just got it and have been testing it out, so I can't really speak on it too much, but I love anything Medicube. I'm not sponsored by them. They do not know who I am, but I picked up a bunch of their products because I always see it over socials, and I've been trying a ton of their products for a long time now, but this one I haven't been. So I'm not going to comment too far on that, but if you're looking for brightness, this is what I'm wearing today, and I do feel like it really has brightened up my skin tone. And then this is new. This is actually a BB cream with SPF 30 in it. So if you're looking for something with coverage and tint that has sunscreen for the summer, Purito makes that for you. I fell in love with their sunscreen so much that I bought these and they're not even my shade, just because I wanted to try the formula, but I have recently ordered 2 more shades to try. So if you're similar to me, I'll let you know what shades that I ordered. We have caramel beige and light beige here, which I'll swatch for you, but neither are my shade at all. I'll definitely be wearing this over the summer. I've been double cleansing before I even knew it was a thing in Korea to do. And I have 2 oils to share. Here just sat in the most perfect spot. Yeah, I'm talking about you. It's so funny, here has been joining every video lately. Like right back there. Yes, I said your name again. For a double cleanse, you can either use a balm or an oil. I use both in my routine, but for Korean made, I do use an oil. So I have this one from Florasis, which I do really like. It's a little bit thinner than this one from Anua, but the Anua one is my favorite. It is the Heartleaf Pore Control Cleansing Oil. If you want to clean your pores, get all your makeup off. This is so effective. It's so effective to the point where the oil is removing the sticker on the packaging. I love the smell of this, and when I initially saw the Anua one, I saw people rubbing it enough so that they had the little sebaceous filaments come out, which this definitely can do. Those eventually come back, but you can rub this oil, especially on your porous areas, and sebaceous filaments will just come out after a little oil massage, which is something that I do with this oil, but it's very effective for your makeup, your sunscreen, whatever products you have on your skin that you want to remove. The Anua one is my favorite. They're a brand that I've only found one product so far that I didn't personally care for, and I'm actually going to mention some of the really popular products that I haven't cared for in certain categories if you are curious about trying them. So this is for those who really know Korean skincare and also for a beginner. I'm going to break it down for both of you in this video. So if you're wanting to try something new, or for beginner friendly, I'm going to try and recommend one for you. For moisturizer, I have 3 here. One is a repurchase, one I'm currently using, and one I just currently finished. The Anua Heartleaf 70 Intense Calming Cream. I explored everything from this line because it all worked for me. So if you have sensitive skin like I do, check out Anua, especially their Heartleaf line. It is incredible for our skin type, and I finished this all. However, I repurchased a different moisturizer because I like this one a little bit better for my skin, and it's the COSRX Advanced 92 All-in-One Cream. Typically you see people have this in a little pot, but they have since started making this in a tube, which I much prefer than dipping into a pot. I do have some potted products, but I like a squeezy tube like this just for hygienic reasons. So this is a repurchase. I love this for how intensely it moisturizes the skin, but also how lightweight it is. So I don't find this too heavy, make me a grease slick. I can use this morning or night. It's just a really good all-around moisturizer. So I like to have it on hand, but I recently fell in love with this one. But this one I feel like is a little bit better for the cooler months. It's the Dr. Althea 345 Relief Cream. This was always sold out when I was trying to purchase it, but I finally have a tube of this. Lightweight but deeply nourishing. I find this even more nourishing than my COSRX one. I know this one's very popular, and because I like their snail mucin so much, I like to pair them together. But this one, even if you want to use it underneath makeup, I think is a really good option, and I would highly recommend both. I know that's not limiting down to one, but both are honestly fantastic, and I'm going to keep repurchasing both. These are 2 recommendations if you're looking for moisturizer I think will work for any skin type, whether you're sensitive, mature, oily, normal, dry, whatever you are. These are really good all-around moisturizers. Toners, I have 2 very popular ones to talk about. We have the Tier Milk Skin Toner, which I know everyone's talking about right now because milky toners are just really popular on the market. And then we have the Anua Heartleaf 77% Soothing Toner. Both you can tell are soothing, which my skin needs. I have personally never discovered a toner that my skin could tolerate long term until I tried Korean made skincare. And a soothing toner is something that I personally need. Other toners can irritate my skin barrier, and then I discovered Korean made and truly have not looked back since, and can actually incorporate a toner into my skincare routine both morning and night if I choose to, and these have been my personal favorite. For milky sort of toners, I still gravitate towards my Ilia. It's more of a moisturizer though, but if I were to pick, I still go that way if I'm choosing to use something with this kind of consistency, because it's a little bit thicker compared. If you were to layer these, which you definitely could, you want to go with your thinnest formulas first before you go with the more thicker ones. So I actually really love the Anua one, but that's because the whole line just works for my sensitive skin. This one's probably not as moisturizing as the Milk Skin Toner from Tier, but I think this is better for the summer months that we're going into. So I'm going to continue to repurchase both. I still use both, but I'm gravitating more towards the Anua one right now, just due to my skin type. But your skin type might be more dry, and you might want to choose the Tier one. I have a ton of serums and essences that I've been trying. I even have a whole haul of stuff that I wanted to share in this video, but I feel like it would be too long, which I might just leave a list in the description box if you're curious to see the products that I'm going to be trying out next, because I do have a whole haul of stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. In terms of serums and essences, this is where I've discovered a lot I love and a lot I actually don't care for. And some of these are quite popular, so this is just my opinion. Everyone's skin is different. But let's start with what I really love. And this is a product that I've heard some people either hit and miss with. It's from COSRX, and that's who does the moisturizer I love. This is the Snail Mucin. This is one of the products that got me into Korean skincare, and I've continued to repurchase because I do find this is really good for my personal skin texture, and it doesn't irritate my skin. So my skin really loved this, but if you want something that's similar that is vegan, we have the Mixsoon Bean Essence. I didn't care for this as much. It's a little bit thicker for me. It does say it's an essence, but I found the texture and consistency of this to be a little sticky, and I just didn't think it was as effective as the COSRX one. So this one is an alternative if you're looking for it. Could work out for you, didn't for me. And then in a newer product, actually two, that are so popular. These are so popular that I'm surprised I didn't absolutely love. And we have the Anua 7 Plus Rice 7 Ceramide Serum. This one is good for your barrier. I find there's other barrier supporting serums and essences that just work a little bit better for me. And this one I felt was slightly irritating to me, and this is when I realized how my skin can't have too much niacinamide. And this is the Anua Niacinamide 10% plus TXA 4% serum. This is so popular on socials, but it just didn't work out for me. This one also from Beauty of Joseon, niacinamide in this, so I can't use that either. So they'll be going to one of my friends who loves Korean skincare too, so she can try it out. And then two newer products to me, one that is really barrier supporting for me for redness and just overall soothing, that replaced actually my Glow Recipe. If you guys have been following me for a while, I used to use this Glow Recipe. It's the green barrier serum. This has kind of replaced that. This is the Purito Wonder Relief Centella Serum, unscented. Centella Asiatica is very soothing for the skin, really good for my barrier. So I've been really loving this. Purito and Anua for me, plus Medicube, so effective and just made for my skin, truly made for my skin. And this is something I recently got into but fell in love with, and it's gonna be in my monthly favorites. It's from Medicube. This is their PDRN Pink Peptide Serum. This has gone viral on socials, but for good reason. PDRN is derived from salmon DNA. This, similar to snail mucin, I feel like, works for my skin. This is what has started my skin to have that glass-like skin look, which I have been searching for in Korean skincare, but this gives it to me. And I have been loving this for a peptide complex for my skin, and I love using this in conjunction with the Medicube Booster Pro, which I'll talk about at the end just for random products. Medicube says it's dedicated to results, and I get results from Medicube products. This is one of the newest products I've incorporated into my skincare routine, and it will be in a monthly favorites. It's excellent just for the overall glow of my skin, also keeping my texture, pores at bay. I just feel like my skin looks better incorporating that in. I can tell days when I don't use that. My skin just looks better using it. So that has been one of my #1 products, is discovering PDRN. It just really is effective for my aging skin. And while we're talking about Medicube, why don't we just get some of these viral products out of the way that are those capsule creams, which I always see, this is so annoying, for people who are sponsored and just slather their skin with this product. You do not need as much as people are showing you on their skin, okay? Like, not anywhere close. And one product specifically that's popular that is not my personal favorite, actually, it's okay. It's their collagen jelly cream, and you see people just loading this on like it will last them 2 uses. And this you use in conjunction with the booster mode on your Medicube device, which I have a cute little bear to cover the top of this, which I love. So cute. But this is what it looks like. I've talked about this on my channel as well, but it has 4 different modes. It's good for absorption of product. It has a sort of micro needling to it. It's also good for fine lines, wrinkles, and also lifting your skin. There's a ton of different modes to this. This in itself needs its own video, but I love using this in conjunction with my skincare, whether it's Korean made or not. I'm using this nightly for my routine. Initially, I was using it with the collagen jelly cream, but I find this a little too heavy for me. That's why I feel like when people are loading this on, I'm like, how? Because the booster mode's good, but it's not gonna absorb all that product into your skin. There's just absolutely no way. Back to other products that I've seen. So we have the Deep Vita C Capsule Cream, which is very popular if you're looking for a vitamin C. I do like this, but there's another cream that I'm really enjoying. I take 1, at most 2 capsules and put this on my skin. At most 2. I don't need to load up on this. It's really cool because the vitamin C is suspended in that jelly inside this. There is 5% niacinamide in this, which is okay for my skin, but again, I don't reach for it as much because I feel like this one is more effective. and it's the PDRN Pink Collagen Capsule Cream. It also has 5% niacinamide in it, but I feel like this is just a little bit more geared towards my skin type, being more mature and just my needs personally. So at most 1 to 2 capsules of this as well. I use this in conjunction with the booster mode on the Medicube Pro. These are kind of designed for those devices. You can still use the product, you're just not going to get the absorption that the booster mode just really gives to your skin. I know these are pricey. If you can get it on sale, use my code, whatever. This is an investment, and I personally love to use mine. I have the newest pink one, but they do have a black option if you much prefer black, which I usually have black in everything, but for my skincare, I don't know. I just love the girly pink device and the bare head. I don't know. She's cute and effective. Another cute and effective product is another product that's going to be in my monthly favorites, and it's from Tacobo, which I mentioned for sunscreen. So this is the Vita Glazed Lip Mask. If you're looking for a lip mask, this has such good hydration and shine to it. Absolutely adorable packaging. It does come with a little spatula that you can save so you're not dipping your finger in, which I'll definitely use once it gets a little bit lower, but I love this product. I love the glaze that it gives my lips, and this is actually a product that I wear throughout the day as well, just because I love how it looks and feels. I have 2 cleansers that I do after my first cleanse, which is a cleansing oil. So this is the second cleanse, which I maybe should have done this in order. Just based on talking, I've been grabbing stuff because of how it flows, but we have something I discovered myself. This is the Isntree Yam Root Vegan Milk Cleanser. It's mild cleansing, rich and creamy texture, protects the skin barrier, and I kind of alternate this one with my Anua one. So I love both of these. Highly recommend if you want something a little bit more milky, or if you're more oily, or if you have a pore issue, I'd recommend this one. I love a foaming cleanser, and this is the Anua Heartleaf Pore Deep Foaming Cleanser. I don't use this every day because I find it very effective at cleaning my skin, my pores. It is a deep cleansing foam. The way this smells, the texture, the whole experience of this I find is just so lovely, and another product that I will always repurchase, but I wouldn't personally use it every day. I like to do a deep cleanse, but I also like my milky cleansers as well, just to keep my skin barrier the way it needs to be kept. So these are both recommendations for me, but if you're more dry, this one. If you're more oily, this one. We're going on to eye creams, mask, and random products here. Eye cream is one of those things that I have a couple I really like, serum and a cream, but nothing that I have repurchased enough that I absolutely love. I have a clinical grade eye cream that is not Korean made that I've personally been using. We have the VT Riedel Shot Lifting Eye Cream, which I've talked about on my channel before. What's cool about this is that when you have your fingers here and put it underneath your eye, there's actually a vibrating sensation. You can maybe hear it. Feels so good, and I don't feel the Riedels like I do in the serum, which I'm going to talk about. This is just a really nice feel for my under eyes, and I like to incorporate that with my eye cream, but it's not Korean made. And this one is one that I started using in the morning time because it has a little bit of a yellow tint to it, which is nice and brightening. It does have retinol in it. You do need to make sure you're using your sunscreen even underneath your eyes, but this is from Beauty of Joseon. And I've just been really loving this, especially underneath makeup or for daytime use. But again, my favorite one is not Korean made. Most of my skincare is, but there is a few products that I've consistently used that aren't Korean made that I'm still working to try and find my absolute favorite. And then we have the Riedel Shot 100 by VT. This acts as microneedling and helps absorb products. If you didn't want to go the Medicube Booster Pro method there, you can always do something like this first, and this also helps absorb product. It has a prickly sort of sensation to it. It's really hard to describe. I have the 100 strength, but it goes all the way up to I think like 700. It can go pretty high in the strength. This is near the lower range, but I don't mind how it feels, honestly, and this helps absorb your product. So you'll put that on prior to your other things. A couple more random products, and then we'll move on to masks. And these both I don't get on Stylovana. Practically everything else we have toner pads. We'll go there too. Practically everything I get from Stylovana, but my Delba First Spray Serum I get from Amazon, and this is so good for melding my makeup or for skincare. I've talked about this at length on my channel, and if you've not tried this, you need it. For skincare, makeup, whatever, to just spray on your face and have my skin look like the glow I'm looking for. It's Dalba for me. It is so good. If you like facial wipes, these from the Face Shop are really nice. They're the Rice Water Bright ones, and these are Korean made as well. I got these sent in PR, but I've been really enjoying them. I don't use facial wipes all the time, but it's nice to have on hand just in case. And then we have some masks here, which I know the Biodance ones are really popular, but these actually broke me out. These I can't wear that long, and a lot of people wear these overnight. So if you're curious about these masks, I personally would pass on them. I don't have a sheet mask recommendation. I do like the Dr. Jart ones that you can get on Sephora, but they're so pricey. And for the most part, I feel like Korean skincare is very affordable, but those Dr. Jart ones, even though they make my skin look amazing, are pricey, so they're more of a special treat for me. But I do have a couple ones that I would recommend. We have the honey mask from I'm From, and this is deeply, deeply nourishing. Perfect if you have very dry skin or for the winter time for me. All around, if I want my skin to look its absolute best, I'm wearing this at night. This is the Medicube Collagen Night Wrapping Mask. So the collagen wrapping mask is for smoothing your skin, firming your skin, sealing in moisture overnight. This I can actually wear overnight and not experience any kind of breakout, which is very, very rare for me. So this, when I peel it off in the morning, which is another thing I like. If you're wearing a sheet mask at night, let me know how you do that, because I move around and it's slipping and sliding, but this is a peel off. So if you apply it prior to going to sleep, let it set for 15 minutes before you fall asleep. It's going to dry down, and just an overall better sleeping experience if you have a mask that doesn't feel like it's sliding off your face. So I recommend a peel off mask if you're into wearing masks overnight. This is so good for all the things it claims, and this gives me that glass-like skin glow when I remove it in the morning. So absolutely love it. It's a repurchase. Incredible if you're looking for an overnight mask, a peel off simple easy mask like that. And then we have eye patches. This is the Goodall Green Tangerine Vita C eye gel patch, and this is a vitamin C that I feel like is really nice for underneath my eyes. I do feel like my eyes look brighter after using these. It's good for my darkness, my deep set eyes. These have been my go-to under eye patches as of lately. I have a bunch honestly on the go, but these are the ones that I always reach for. And let's show you. I love how everything's packaged. These kind of have a grid-like texture on them, so I don't find they slide off my eyes as bad as other patches that are usually pretty smooth. So these ones actually stay on my under eye, and I can continue to do work around the house or whatnot without worrying about them just sliding off my face, because often with gel patches, I have to lay in bed and not move because they're just sliding everywhere. So I love how these are designed and the formula of these. So that's why they're my favorite. And then the last and final thing I know are so popular, probably one of the most, and I saved it for the end. Arguably one of my favorite products and something that truly changed my skin happens to be in the toner pad category. And these are hyped for good reason. They're the Medicube Zero Pore Pads. And I said in the beginning, my skin is sensitive, especially to over exfoliating. These do not over exfoliate my skin, and they even have a sensitive option. If you're even more sensitive than me, this has lactic acid and panthenol in it. It's for all skin types, and this gently exfoliates my skin. My pores are taken care of with this. Just 2 days of use and I can see my skin back on track if I see it going sideways. This really takes care of my pores for me and my texture. So since incorporating this into my skin, this is one of the products out of all that I've tried that has truly changed my skin and made me actually exfoliate my skin, because I was always so scared for chemical exfoliation, because even some of the more popular ones on the market that people are like, oh yeah, you can use that every day. Not this skin. These I can actually use more than a couple times a week, and my skin just absolutely loves them. So if you're like me, definitely give them a try. I think you can get them on Amazon too, but Stylovana, again, is where I get all these from. And these ones I wouldn't recommend over the Medicube, but if you're looking for collagen ones from MediHeal, these ones are highly nourishing. But also if you have very sensitive skin, these are calming. This is good after a day in the sun, or just if I feel like I need to calm my skin down. They're the Keratin Calming Water Pads. These feel incredible on the skin, even more than these ones. I know this packaging doesn't draw you in maybe as much as a stackable container that's pink like this, but these are so good if you're looking for something hydrating, nourishing for the skin, and calming. These are from Skin Food. These are, again, another go-to product of mine. Highly, highly recommend those. That was an extremely long Korean skincare video. I hope you found this educational and helpful. I am a Korean skincare lover. I'm not a skin expert. This is just what's worked for my normal / sensitive / dry aging skin, and I just really wanted to do an update video for you guys, sharing all my favorites. As I said, I will link some of the things I'm going to be trying next down below in case you want to follow along with my journey for those. But again, I don't like throwing things at my skin all at once. I just look at my skin, see what it needs, and I know that these aren't going to cause irritation or damage my skin barrier if I use them. So that's why I've been really loving Korean skincare. Most Korean skincare is affordable. I find it effective and just something that I've truly fallen in love with and wanted to do a whole dedicated video to share with you my absolute favorites. So I hope this helped you out. Let me know what you love so I can check it out as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.